Hey guys, Secret Agent checking into the channel. Today I have a really intense endgame, but it was very fun to play. Let's get into the gameplay. Because it was Olympus, I decided to land underneath Research Basin to get some decent loot, so then I could push up into Research Basin with my teammate and get a good fight there and hopefully come out alive. Doing this increases the chances unless there's another person or team landing down with you. Landing off spawn, I got a wingman and G7, which wasn't great, but in this bin I got a flatline and mastiff, so I just switched them both. Now I went up to Research Basin. I knew that there would be at least one person there unless they'd run away from the fight. Also, because I was Bloodhound, I could see footsteps and other different clues because of my passive. Me and my teammate were both being pretty careful because we didn't know whether they were on the bottom floor or the middle floor. The scan showed that they were on the bottom floor, and because they were both on the same door, I went from the other side while my teammate was distracting them. Because the doors were already open as well, they couldn't hear me coming from the back, so I just railed the Bangalore and hit her for a little bit to finish her off, and then the Horizon was dead. The Horizon had a gold knockdown, so my teammate just finished them, and that's some easy 2 kills. Now we just started to loot up and try and find some more people or see if any more people would come to us. My teammate then decided to go to labs to see if there were any more people there. There is normally at least one team at labs and I could hear a crypto drone, so I saw it in the air and I just shot it 4 times to destroy it. Then my teammate started shooting someone on the roof, so I started to shoot them as well and I hit them for about 60 flesh. We knew they would be low, so we just decided to push. I threw a nade just in case they ran into it, because that would have been funny. But then, with a Bloodhound scan, I kind of feel bad for the Bangalore. They had no choice of escape. I missed my Mastiff shot, but my teammate finished the job, so it doesn't really matter. Now we were just looking for his teammate. We knew it would be a crypto because of the drone earlier, but we didn't know where he was, so we didn't want to just push into Hammond where he could come out another side and just grab his teammate's banner and run into the distance. Luckily I saw him underneath me there, and he went into his drone just as I started shooting him. I didn't do very well on my Mastiff there, but it doesn't really matter, I still killed him in the end. Now once again we were just looking for our next fight. My teammate went over to Solar Array, so I followed him. There were actually people in Solar Array, so I decided to land on top of these pipes. Then I saw my teammate was down below me, so I just decided to drop with them in case. Then he actually put a lift back up, so I think he just fell by accident, or he just missed the pipes in the first place. Then I got a scan on them, and we saw it was a caustic and a wraith, so we didn't want to push in because of all the caustic gas. This was before the Chaos Theory update, so the caustic gas would deal between 6 and 12 damage stacking up. We knew that team wouldn't move unless they had to for zone, like they did here, so we just decided to move over into a spot where we could gatekeep. We decided that the best place to be would be on that wall that you can actually get on. This wall can provide pretty good high ground on teams underneath and where those bins are, but it can also be somewhere where passing people don't know you can actually get to, so if they're just running down underneath you, you can either just drop down on their heads and beam them, or if you have like a triple take or some other sniper, you can just beam them when you're still on the wall, so you don't even have to go down. I railed someone there, but I got hit quite a bit as well, so I just decided to use a bat. There was also a team on the Bonsai hillside. The team on the hillside started hitting me with their triple take quite a lot, so I had to drop down and use my Phoenix kit. At this point, my only shield heals after this Phoenix was 4 cells, so I was asking my teammate, do you have any shields? Luckily I got hit once before my Phoenix kit ended, meaning I just healed it straight away, but I did also get hit once after. I got a nice little knock there, and I don't know what that caustic halt was meant to be, but I think they just missed. I found some shield cells in that bin, and yeah, we were just trying to finish off this fight before a third party came from the other side of the rift. There was only one other team left in this fight, so we knew we could take them easily. I hit one of them for 84 purple, and then I scanned and there were 5, and I was like, how are there 5? But it was a Mirage and his decoys. I hit one for a decent bit there, not quite cracking them, but almost. Because we were now both running quite low on heals, we decided it might be time to move away from where we were. So we thought if we cut off that entrance, then they won't be able to come through. So we decided to leave them alone and do just that. We just waited here while they were shooting at us. We were trying not to fall off the map as well, because that's one bad thing about Olympus. This team wasn't doing anything and they were still quite far away, so we could tell that they weren't going to push us. And they didn't end up coming there at all, actually. So we just decided to move to the next place and try and find another fight. I saw some bins to our left, so I thought there will probably be some heals in there, which was good, especially because we were both quite low on heals. And then there was another Mirage decoy. That pesky little Mirage again. Since we knew it was just a decoy, I decided to go for the bins anyway. I saw that there was a blue bin, so I thought there would probably be heals in that, but it turns out there weren't any in that, but there were some in the red bin. I didn't notice until now, but there was a replicator right there and I had 75 crafting materials, so I could craft 3 bats and some ammo, which I was also quite low on. We knew it was a risk to craft late game and in the open, but we had to take the risk because we were both so low on heals. After I'd finished crafting, I had 4 bats and a decent amount of ammo for my flatline. My flatline was my longer range weapon as well, but it didn't have an anvil, so I did need quite a bit of ammo. My teammate now started getting shot at with a triple take from Research Basin, which was where we started the game and where it seemed to be going to finish. So that's a surprise. We'd just gone in one big circle around the map, pretty much. We went to this care package in hope of heals like a shield bat or some shield cells, but there was only a med kit and a digital threat for my Mastiff. We also opened these bins, but there were also no heals there. There was a blue extended heavy mag though for my flatline, which was pretty nice, and a few grenades as well. We then thought we could catch the team above us off guard, but they seemed to be very ready for us. I missed all my shots there, and then they started just being annoying really, just kept bat on me. Good thing I had a Phoenix, otherwise I'd have been very hurt there, and they'd have probably had time to push and kill me. Now my teammate with his triple take was just peppering at the other team, trying to get some good hits and possibly even a knock if he could. Unfortunately, that was very unlikely and it didn't even end up happening. Now we saw that there were 3 squads left and that the other teams were fighting, so we decided to push. I decided to go up the waterfall while my teammate went up at a different angle to try and get some hits from there. I used my ult so I could not only get scans faster, but I could also run faster as well, meaning that I could get up the waterfall quicker so I could hit the people more. At this point I was trying not to be overly aggressive, but also I was trying to deal a decent bit of damage at least to everyone. My ult had almost ended, but we did see that this team had dropped down, and I hit that person for about 57 flesh there, so they were very low. I tried to throw a Skynade, but I'm really not very good at them. I've been trying to practice them, but I just can't seem to do any good with them. Then I saw a person drop down, so then I just cracked him and went over to my teammate because he had some better cover than just a waterfall. We did end up retreating, and I was very low on heavy ammo, so I was using my Mastiff at this range. I was trying to destroy their Watson ult because late game a Watson ult is very powerful. We knew we needed to kill the other team up at Research Basin, but we didn't know if the team down below us had a Horizon or anyone else that could get height easily, so we were being cautious. We didn't have very good cover here though, it was just a few boxes and a tree, but then up here there was a nice little spot where you could just hide in the corner. My teammate didn't have any more shield heals, so I dropped him a bat. With only 10 seconds until the next zone closed, we needed to get back to our previous position up at those boxes on the corner. We knew that that would be the best position to hold, having 3 ways of escape: left, up and down. Now that we were back at the boxes and final ring was about to start to close, we thought the team at Research Basin would probably push us soon. Both of us knew that if they didn't push us soon, they would die, because if they dropped down and left us up here, they'd have to fight the team below, and then when the fight ended, we could just push down and kill them easily. Just at the end of this scan was vital information when I saw the Watson coming towards us. He was fighting my teammate up there, so I hit him and then knocked him there. I didn't realise the lifeline was pushing me, but I hit them quite a lot. I then heard the Watson self-resing on top of the boxes, and luckily my teammate could get there in time. I did have a gold knockdown, but it was just easier for my teammate to res me, and it also meant I kept gold knockdown for if I got knocked when we dropped down and fought the team below us. Finally there, I got some heals, even though I didn't really need them at this point because it was the last team in the final ring and it was closing. We were just planning the perfect time to go down. I had my ult and my teammate had their ult, and we decided that that was the time. The ult pulled the caustic in, which really helped so I could get some easy shots on him and end up killing him. The Mirage here used his ult, so I couldn't really see who it was, but then I did crack him and deal about 50 flesh, so my teammate could just get an easy melee for the win. If you enjoyed today's video, please make sure to hit the like button, subscribe and turn on post notifications so you don't miss another video. See you next time!